Yeah, welcome back to another video. This is your boy Quarterman. We back in here. Yeah, we reacting, just doing these random reactions, man. This is reacting 5 out of 10. Um, I gotta say, if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you. You already know. But anyways, let's get right into it. I don't think I had. I had a video right here. This is Darby Allin leaving AEW soon. Big change for all. Big return. Feud planned. Stuff. Um. Let me just stay up. My pad, my phone.
Get any Google Pixel 8 phone starting at $10 a month at AT&T. No trade-in required. Just Dance 2024.
Okay. That's that.
We're kicking off today with MJF, who left Full Gear as still the AEW World Champion with a victory over Jay White, a win that also saw Friedman reach 1 year with the coveted title. Entering the media scrum, MJF
I didn't think he was going to even make it because he got beat up after the pre-show.
And was clearly emotional after his latest title defense. He said, "I busted my ass to make it to the top of this sport, and when the table broke, I had two options. I could have thrown him in the ring like an absolute nerd, or I could have done what I set out to do and put on a show for the fans that I love. These tears are not fake. Like, it really hurts bad, and I landed on it really hard off the top rope, but I love wrestling so much, and I love this belt so much, and I love my best friend Adam Cole so much, and he helped me get through it, and I'm in a lot of pain."
Man, he
MJF
curses
was
a
able
lot.
to calm down after that. He ate a pickle, and he took a few questions before leaving, but it was clear that the AEW World Champion was in a lot of pain. While MJF's Full Gear appearance was heart-wrenching, Miro wasn't won over, as on Twitter, he shared a clip of MJF's emotional speech and simply said that crying is for babies.
Why you gotta do an accent with it?
MJF, as Samoa Joe has made it clear he has eyes on the AEW World title, despite helping MJF retain the ROH World Tag Team titles
Yeah, he did
on
do
the Full
that.
Gear pre-show.
My boy was in there
MJF's
doing
contract
the
will be up
work.
in a couple of months, and both AEW and WWE are hoping to sign the World Champion and expect his Full Gear performance to add to the value of MJF. On the latest SmackDown, the Bloodline appeared for a segment before Jimmy Uso faced LA Knight, and after that match, the Bloodline ambushed Knight before Cody Rhodes made the save. Typically, WWE veteran Michael Hayes produces all Bloodline segments, but he wasn't at last week's SmackDown, meaning that somebody else had to step up to the challenge. Fightful Select reports that with Hayes gone for an unknown reason, Jamie Noble was tasked with producing the Bloodline, and the former Cruiserweight Champion delivered in the role. SmackDown was the first appearance of Solo Sikoa since his win over John Cena at Crown Jewel, and with such a massive win, many have been left wondering who's next. With Survivor Series 2023 featuring only 5 matches, it's expected that more matches will be confirmed this week, and Sikoa could be part of one of them. According to reports, there have been talks of Sikoa being a late addition to the card, with his opponent being someone fans haven't seen in a while, AJ Styles. The last time we saw Styles on TV, he was being assaulted by Sikoa and Jimmy Uso backstage, and while AJ was initially advertised to make his return this week, that didn't happen. The reported reason for that change is that WWE wanted AJ's return to be more of a surprise and closer to Survivor Series, so don't be surprised if he and Sikoa face off this weekend. For 2 years now, fans tuning into Monday Night Raw have been welcomed to the
If
show
that
by
match
Yvonne
actually
Williams'
happens,
song Greatness,
I'm
but
gonna
it
watch
appears that
that.
a facelift is in store for Raw's theme song. According to Fightful Select, a new theme song is set to debut soon, and in fact could debut as soon as tonight's Raw, and it was confirmed that a new song has been produced. From a timing perspective, the change makes a lot of sense, as Greatness has been used for 2 years, making it the longest running Raw theme since The Night, which went from 2012 to 2016. Songs by Nickelback, Papa Roach, Union Underground, and Jim Johnson all lasted long prior, and early indications suggested that the new theme will be a Def Rebel production. Def Rebel have produced numerous WWE Superstar theme songs, as well as the current SmackDown theme, and now we could be hearing them again for Raw, possibly as soon as tonight's show.
Oh,
What do you make of this? Does
I
Raw
thought they
need
were
a
bringing
new
in
theme? If
somebody
so, what kind of
that
track would
didn't
you
make
like to hear?
they make
Let
theme
us
songs
know
from them
in the
yet.
comments.
Well, I trust in them now.
At Full
That
Gear, Chris
that
Jericho and
SmackDown
Kenny
theme
Omega
song
beat
is
the Young
good.
Bucks, earning a shot at the AEW
I
World
listened
Tag
to
Team
it a couple
Championships
times
in
on
the
YouTube,
process, but this win did
outside
not
of
come
watching
easy for
wrestling.
the Golden Jets. During one spot of the match, Jericho's arm was cut badly when he was thrown into the steel steps, and he would be seen bleeding for the rest of the match. On the Full Gear media scrum, Jericho revealed that he had to receive 10 stitches to hold his arm together, but added that this was nothing major. Jericho and Omega have a shot at the tag titles, but there's no word on when that match will be, but we imagine Jericho will want to heal up first before going for the AEW Tag Team Gold.
I think he should be good in 2
More
weeks.
from Full Gear as Will Ospreay officially became All Elite at the event, in a huge signing for AEW, but why is the Aerial Assassin choosing to become part of the AEW roster? On the Full Gear media scrum, Ospreay explained that he feels like he's at his best when he's competing for AEW, and this is the best decision for both him and his family. Ospreay said that
Good for
signing
you.
with AEW won't interrupt his
I'm
kid's
so glad he
school,
didn't go
and
to
means his
AEW.
wife can
I
still
mean
see her
WWE.
parents, as Ospreay's family is located over in Will's native England. As part of his AEW deal, Ospreay will hold on to his residence in the UK, which may not have been the case if he'd signed elsewhere, and expect plenty from the Aerial Assassin in
Good for you, man.
AEW.
Good for you.
While Ospreay
You
has
wanna work
competed
for,
close to a dozen
them,
times
work
for
for them.
AEW before, he's
Hopefully
only now
WWE
under a
gets
contract
someone
with the company, but Chris
better,
Jericho has been
which
wanting to see
shouldn't
this
be
for
hard.
some time. During the scrum, Jericho said that he
Look at
spoke
Paul
with
Dawes,
Will a year and a half
that'd
ago
be
about
better
joining
than
AEW,
Ospreay.
and said that their match at All In this past August was fantastic. It may have taken longer than Jericho had expected, but Ospreay is now All Elite, and after a blockbuster year in 2023, who knows what's next for Will in the years to come.
Get NFL Sunday Ticket at the mid-season price of only $174 for the rest of the
You're talking about
season.
Darby
Your
Allin,
favorite
then.
NFL teams out of market.
I don't know if he'll do good in
If you've watched
WWE.
Darby Allin long enough, you'll know
But we'll
that the
see.
former TNT champion throws caution to the wind
So,
when he
you
wrestles,
saw what Matt
which
Riddle
often
did.
ends
He
up
didn't do much.
backfiring on the young star.
But he was the former, I
Allen's
think,
body has taken quite
that
a beating in his 4
champion,
years with AEW,
United
and now
States
Adam
champion,
Copeland
I
hopes
think.
to see the young wrestler reevaluate the risks he's taking in the
and
ring. Speaking to Adrian Hernandez, Copeland said he's told Allen to chill out and doesn't want to see Allen be one of those guys who do too much too soon and burn out far too early. Copeland also brought up that Allen intends to climb Mount Everest next year with little prior climbing experience, and while he questioned who does that, said his new catchphrase is, "Oh, Darby does." Allen plans on climbing in April 2024 in what should be a 2.5-month journey, and on Wrestling Observer Radio, it was stated that Allen will be taking a break from AEW TV soon. That break will be because the former TNT champion will be flying to China to train for his Everest trip, but it's just not clear how long this break from AEW will last.
maybe
Everest
6 8
is
months.
one of the most dangerous places in the world where many have lost their lives, and their bodies are left frozen on the mountain as it is dangerous to remove them, and as a grim reminder of the power of the natural world. Climbing Everest is a huge endeavor, and one that poses serious risks to Allen's life, but despite the advice of Copeland, it seems nothing will stop Darby from trying to up the stakes every single time. More from Full Gear, as the show was not a good night for the Young Bucks, who after losing to the Golden Jets, threw a fit at ringside and destroyed some of the ringside area. This is quite the change from the happy-go-lucky attitude the Bucks often show on TV, and that's because there will be a noticeable change in the AEW EVPs going forward. Fightful Select reports that the Bucks are undergoing a noticeable shift in their behavior, which has been prominently featured on AEW TV broadcasts and will continue off of TV as well. Brandon Cutler has mentioned that the Young Bucks are temporarily stepping away from wrestling, and it's noted that the altered format of being the Elite is part of this angle. The Bucks signed lucrative new contracts with AEW earlier this year, which is said to be the highest earning contract for any tag team, but expect a different side to the Bucks when they return to TV. During a recent episode of SmackDown, Santos Escobar attacked Rey Mysterio, and judging by his actions on last week's show, it's clear that he's out of the LWO. Speaking in a WWE digital exclusive, though, Escobar claimed that the LWO actually turned their backs on him, and now Santos may be forming a group of his own. On Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer noted that there have been discussions about calling up Los Lotharios, aka Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo, as the new allies for Escobar. Interestingly,
bro, that'd be
before Santos'
amazing,
heel turn,
bro.
there had been talks of the Lotharios joining Rey in the LWO, and whichever side the duo takes, it seems WWE has big plans for them on the main roster.
I think he should join
big plans for Dragon Lee,
Thanos
Mysterio
rather than Rey.
Lee is the next big masked superstar, just as he did during their recent NXT program. The simple plan is for Rey to endorse Dragon Lee as the future of masked wrestling in WWE, and so far, Lee is connecting well with audiences who have been wowed by his skills in the ring.
I like him.
Mysterio has an incredible connection with fans, especially Latino audiences, but his career can't go on forever, and WWE has big plans for a lot of names associated with the Hall of Famer. Are you excited at the prospect of Los Lotharios joining Santos Escobar? And what do you want to see in Dragon Lee's future? Let us know in the comments. During last week's SmackDown, Axiom made his debut on the Blue brand in a match against Dragon Lee, and while he didn't win, Axiom certainly impressed in his biggest match to date. This appearance led some to speculate on whether Axiom was now a SmackDown superstar, but Sean Ross Sapp said that this isn't an official call-up and was just a one-off. Shawn Michaels, the head of NXT, was said to have been immensely proud of Axiom's SmackDown match, but for now, you'll keep seeing the former A-Kid each Tuesday on NXT. It was during the most recent tapings for Ring of Honor that Ronda Rousey made her debut and competed in her third match since leaving.
I don't really care about Ronda Rousey. Toni Storm, Swerve Strickland, Stephen Amell. Wait, what did it say about Stephen Amell made? Couldn't speak to him say. Oh, I thought it said he was going to jail. That's not even Stephen Amell. Stupid me. Sting, AEW. I ain't gonna lie, I don't really care about this AEW. What is a Tony Khan Bill's conversation? Let's see what this is all about. 3, 2, 1.
It's been weeks since Jade Cargill officially signed with WWE, and while we've seen her on Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, we've yet to see the ex-AEW star compete. Right now, Cargill is in training, and on Instagram, she revealed that the AEW World Tag Team Champion Ricky Starks recently came to the Nightmare Factory to help her out. Expectations are high for Cargill, who reportedly has been a delight so far in WWE, and expect a high-profile match when she makes her in-ring debut for the company. And we're ending with indie star Jay Malachi, as it was reported.
Oh, it's her. 1 second, y'all. Okay, I'm back. I was eating some chips.